Alright, I think it's time to get ceramic coated. Alright, so I finally decided to pull the trigger and get the Shelby ceramic coated. But I'm not going to take it to a shop and pay to have it ceramic coated and that whole process to have them do the whole paint correction and all that kind of stuff. I'm actually going to do the ceramic coating myself. I went ahead and I went with the Avalon King, and I got two. I'm probably going to do 2 coats of ceramic on this. I've already done a lot of the paint correction myself. There really wasn't a whole lot to do in regards to the paint correction. So what this is here, this is your prep shampoo. So this strips all of the, if you have any waxes on your paint or any other, you know, polishes or anything like that, it strips everything off the car. And then we're gonna take this to the car wash, as I can't wash it here. I don't have a hookup for a hose for my foam cannon and pressure washer. So we'll use that, strip everything off the paint, and then I have this stuff for, this works good for iron removal and, you know, like as a spray for like with, you know, clay bar and such. So we're gonna do that and then come back here and then make sure the surface is clean, prep it up, and then we're gonna do the Avalon King. What made me decide to go with the Avalon King and not just take it into a detailing shop is A, you're spending significantly less. 2, I've seen and heard good reviews with these. I believe it was Nate Ryder with the 2014 GT500 wide body, the black one. He did a video a while back with the Avalon King and the before and after of the car, and he did the whole thing where, you know, he did the water test like people do, and then he also put ketchup on his car, and it just, you know, just put a bunch of stuff on his car that normal people would not put on their car afterwards. But I'm not going to go ahead and waste food like that. But he did, you know, he did the whole test, and I guess what I'm trying to get at is the quality of the Avalon King ceramic is, in my opinion, it works just as good as any other kit that you would take it into like a detailing shop, and just doesn't need a whole lot of prep work. But also, taking the truck in, getting the truck cleaned, that is coming up also as well. So we're gonna just clean Shelby 150, so let's do it. So for anyone that has to take their car to an actual self-cleaning car wash, please just don't use those. If you use those on your paint, especially black cars, man, you're gonna scratch the hell out of your paint. So I just, every time I come to situations like this, like other car washes, I use these microfiber bits. I bring my own soap, 2 buckets, and gonna put about the required amount. I don't know exactly how much I need in this, but I'll look it up into there and get this process started. But yeah, like I said, don't use those. You're just gonna F up your paint, so stay away from those. Okay, so after your car is clean, if you use this iron spray and you spray it on your paint, it comes out white, but after it sits for a little bit, I don't know, 2 minutes or so, 3 minutes, if it turns like a purple color, that's an indicator that it's eating all the iron off the paint. And this has been sitting on here for about 1.5 minutes, and it's not turning colors, which is good. It means there's not hardly any iron sitting on my paint. But then you just take a microfiber, wipe it around, and then hose it off, dry it again. But no, this is a good sign. So far, it doesn't look like it's turning color, which just means paint is in a relatively good shape. And I might not even have to clay the car because it's pretty smooth. But just going over everything just to make sure. But yeah, it's it hasn't been changing. I mean, it's all still the same color. If it was like a dark purple color, like I said, that's an indicator that there's a lot of iron on your car. So looks like we're good. So we've had the car parked now in the garage for a few hours since I got back from the car wash to you know, clean it off and do the iron removal spray. So it is a bit humid out. I don't know, it was right around 60% humidity. It's going down slowly. I'm going to clay bar the car So that'll be the next thing I do. But before I ceramic it, I'm trying to get the humidity down a little bit. I mean, it's overcast a little bit. It's not that hot. It's in probably the mid 80s, but the humidity is a little high. So I'm hoping after I clay bar the car, get that done, and then by the time I'm about time to start the ceramic process, I'm hoping the humidity goes down a little bit. Okay, so for anyone that hasn't clay barred the car and doesn't know the whole process and steps of it, if you put the spray on, then you clay it, and if you pick it back up again, if this is still clean like it is here, it's obviously flat because I just done cleaned the hood, the front, and each of the fenders so far. If you do each section at a time, but each section I've done, it's still clean. There's no black contaminants on it. The surface was clean before and after I clayed it. So specifically to my car, it's kind of like a pointless step and process to do, but I'm just doing it anyway because once you ceramic it, it seals anything under the ceramic for however long it lasts, 5-6 years, depending on how you take care of the car afterwards. But just to let you know, just an added process to do. It's always good, but yeah, I noticed that, and just the whole process, I've noticed that it's been clean. So nice. Okay, so I just did the hood. I'm sorry, the roof panel and the mirrors, and it's got a little bit. I mean, it's not that bad, but if it does turn color and you see black on it, you just fold it over, flatten out, so you have a nice clean piece. So pretty simple, and then you just kind of wipe that down. Okay, so I'm about probably halfway done clay barring the car. I don't know if you can tell. I'm fucking dying. It's fucking humid. So I might have to wait on starting the ceramic process till tomorrow morning. I might do it tonight, depending on how I feel afterwards. But man, it's looking pretty good. And there was a little bit of the oxidation spots I did get out, so that was good. So it is helping a little bit. I mean, it's a necessary step to do. I mean, why not? And you can already see. I mean, this is before. I gotta wipe it down more. This is pre-ceramic. I mean, this thing's already. This thing's gonna look so good when it's done. So, okay, so car has been completely clayed, wiped down. So if you are doing this yourself in like a garage, you don't have a big, nice open space with a lot of light. Try to get as much light as possible. So I got the garage open, these lights over here and everything like that. So just try to use as much light clearly, but also too, this obviously might be obviously redundant. Before you ceramic this thing, always make sure that your surface is completely clean of any dust, any hair, whatever, because anything that's on your surface when you ceramic it, it'll be stuck under it for 5-6+ years, as long as the ceramic coat lasts. Okay, so with the Armor Shield 9, this is all you have. So from what everything I've read and what, you know, so on and so forth with the company, this bottle is enough to do the entire car and all the panels. I'm not gonna do the wheels yet. I'm probably gonna put 2 coats on it. And how you apply this is I don't have like a stand or anything, so just bear with me. So you have this micro suede tab, and you have this applicator block. You just simply put this onto here, and then you put, once I open it, you put probably 4 to 5 drops on it, and then you, one second, and then you just apply one way and then like another way. Now, with it being so humid, you want to wait till you see like a rainbow color effect on the paint. So as soon as you start to see that rainbow color appear on the paint, then you lightly buff off the ceramic. Not super hard, just a light buff on it. You do sections at a time. And after you're done with that, go back over it and just make sure that you don't have any high spots. So like just make sure that you get all the pieces on it, like I said, on the start of the hood. So we're just go like a cross-hatch style pattern. The ceramic process is actually the easiest process of all. The preps that you do beforehand are a lot more tedious. So in between the application and the buffing, with it being as humid as it is here, anywhere from 30 to like 60 seconds after the application, and then you do the buffing. I don't know how well the camera can pick it up. You can see the coloration. That's the rainbow effect they're looking for, and with as humid as it is, it's already time to buff it out. So. Okay, so it's a little loud in the garage and I started the car up. So picking this video up here the next day. Actually, let me just turn the car off. Anyway, picking this video up here the next day. Haven't really had the chance at all to really look at the after effects of the ceramic. So we're going to take the car, we're going to drive down to Texas Motor Speedway because they have a huge open area. It's nice out, the sun's out, and we're just gonna, I just want to see firsthand what the ceramic's like. So let's go take a look. Okay, just pulled up, haven't gotten out of the car to take a look at it. So the first time I see this is the first time you all see all this too in the sunlight. Side note, when you have sunglasses on and you have your AC just blasting, and then you roll down the windows or you go outside in the car and it's fucking hot and humid as hell out, they start fogging up, so I can't really see what the fuck I'm looking at right now. Anyway, that's no here nor there. I just can't see. But let's take a look at it. I cannot even, I mean, I don't know what to say. That's just one coat. That is, I don't know. It's, so one bottle of this is approximately around $80. So you could take this into a shop. You could have, you know, them do the paint correction and the polish and any other stuff, and probably spend around $1,000, if not more, on the paint correction and the ceramic and all that stuff. I mean, you could, if you don't have the skills or the knowledge, or you just don't have the space, or whatever the reason is, of course, you know, you could take it in, but just a bottle of this stuff on the car. And in my opinion, I'm telling you, the video does not do it justice. You just have to see this in person. I'm telling you, I mean, this is it's well worth under $100, but then you can get the prep shampoo that I got and everything else. Okay, so you're probably spending, I got 2 bottles of this stuff, so I might get, I'm sorry, I might throw on a second coat, but you're looking at spending maybe $200 out the door for shipping, and if you decided to get 2 bottles of this stuff, there's no swirls in it. There's, I mean, God, man, this is, just look at it. Just look at it. I may throw on a second coat. I might do that tonight, depending on what I got going on, if I have time. It takes, They say it takes about 5 hours to cure in the sunlight and stuff like that, but I did this last night. It's been in the garage for probably about 12 hours. So they do recommend afterwards, don't wash the car. Don't drive it in the rain for 5 to 7 days, I think. I mean, I could be wrong with that. Just correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe that is what they recommend. So, I mean, it's not supposed to rain here. I'm not going to plan on washing it for a while. It doesn't need it. But let's go ahead and let's do the good old famous water test and check out those beads. Okay, so I just got a bottle of water. I'm not going to do a lot, but I just want to just get an idea here. Look at just beads right off, and it's dry. It's already dry. Look, let's do another spot. It's like it wasn't even there. On there, comes right off. Let's do another spot. Let's do right back here. Look at that. It's like it's completely dry. Stuff's awesome. If anyone hasn't used this stuff, how I honestly heard about this stuff was from Nate Ryder. He was the first one that I've seen try this on a black car, and I saw it and like, okay, I gotta give this a try, and I haven't for a while, and decided, you know what, we finally got everything together when we moved to Texas. I'm here. It's a lot hotter. The weather's a lot more intense here. So you know what? It's not that expensive. I'll throw it on there. It took about an hour to throw it on the whole car and buff it out, and I'm impressed. If anyone is on the fence about ceramic coating their car and they don't want to spend around $1,000, Armor Shield, in my opinion, man, that's the way to go. All right, so that's about gonna wrap up today. I couldn't be happier. This stuff for less than $100, I'm telling you, you can get the same outcome opposed to spending $1,000, $1,500 on ceramic. So, if you're watching this, you're not subscribed, like I said, go ahead, hit subscribe, drop a comment. Let me know if you have any questions about this stuff, and we'll catch you guys in the next one. See you later.